So here's euro dollar weekly time frame, and as you can see this week we got a relatively sideways market, as can be evidenced by this weekly candle right here. So as you can see, generally speaking, price remained within the borders of the given consolidation range between the weekly effective support right here and the daily effective resistance right here as well. Also, it is important to note that the price rejected the weekly effective support right here along the bottom, showing us an initial reaction to this level right here, after which price tried to push higher but failed, as can be evidenced by this enormous wick which is sticking out along the top right here. So as you can see, we also have multiple red candles in a row right here, telling for us about a strong bearish bias and strong bearish momentum at the moment. However guys, at this point, since the price has already rejected a weekly effective support level, we may expect for price to show us some kind of the consolidation between these levels, and which is why we establish an indecision bias on euro dollar on the weekly time frame. So with this in mind, let's move on to the daily time frame to go deeper into our analysis. If you want to enhance your trading experience, you need a high quality algorithm that combines complex trading processes to tell you when to buy and when to sell. So if you want to access our own private indicator quant algo to get results fast, all links will be in the description and in the comment section below as well. Without this algo, will put you at a disadvantage. So here is euro dollar daily time frame, and as you can see, after the price rejected our weekly effective support right here, the price then proceeded up with these two beautiful candles right here, forming the wider swings. So these wider swings could actually act for us as an early signs of a possible trend change, because from the price action standpoint, it tells us about a momentum loss. So at this point, of course, these candles are not enough to cause a reversal, and at this point we expect for price to continue its current wave to reject the weekly level once again. However, let's develop this concept more in depth in our strategy section, meaning let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. So here's euro dollar 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, after this move to the upside, the price is currently pulling back right to the weekly level. So we expect this pullback to continue right to this key level somewhere right here. If this happens, and if the price will be able to hold that level, it will mean for us a double bottom pattern, which is actually a bearish reversal pattern. So if you want to learn how to trade this pattern more in depth, make sure to check our past video about chart patterns, so the link will be in the description as well. So with that being said, if the price will be able to hold that weekly level, we then may drop a trend line somewhere right here. We should also drop a neckline, so we got it. And as you can see, we also have some kind of an high confidence area where the trend line structure and the 50 EMA are lining up in one place. So with that being said, the picture perfect entry will be the breakout right through this high confidence area. At this point, our first target will be this daily level right here, with a follow-up target in face of this weekly resistance right here. However guys, if the price failed to hold that level and break right through it, we should consider a short trades within the week. So at this point, as always, would be wisely to wait for some kind of pullback or to the broken level, or some kind of pullback on the lower time frames, for instance to some minor structure or to the Fibonacci golden zone, before entering the trade short. This should be done to confirm that this breakout is true, and at this point we recommend you to initially target the round number level 1.07. So guys, here's our views on euro dollar. Press the like button if you like the analysis, and with that being said, moving on to the pound dollar. So here's pound dollar weekly time frame, and as you can see, pound dollar is in heavy downtrend at the moment, as can be evidenced by this enormous momentum candle right here. So we also have an obvious momentum gain set up on the weekly time frame, telling for us about a strong bearish presence. As you can see, the price also broke monthly effective support, telling for us about a strong bearish bias as well. So at this point, we expect this downtrend to continue, at least to test this daily level right here. However, considering the current momentum, the price may easily continue its move right to this weekly level right here. So guys, once again, we establish a bearish bias on this pair on the given time frame. And with that being said, let's move on to the daily time frame to see more detailed picture. So here's pound dollar daily time frame, and nothing meaningful we can see right here, because as can be seen, the price in a heavy downtrend. The price is also a bit far from the area of value, thus emphasizing for us a strong downtrend conditions. So as you can also see, we got a picture perfect breakout of our monthly level, which confirms that this breakout is true, because we got a great momentum breakout with a picture perfect retest of it through these two candles. So with that being said, we have a huge chances for the price to drop within the next week. So with this in mind, let's move on to the forward time frame to discuss our trade ideas for next week. So here's pound dollar forward time frame, and first of all on the given time frame, let's draw the structure which was respected multiple times over the past week from both sides, which makes the structure quite meaningful. So at this point, because the price is too close to the daily level, it makes no sense to enter the trade short right here. Instead, we should wait for some kind of a pullback right to the structure to enter the trade short, because it potentially could give us a much better numbers and significantly higher sort of protection. So with this in mind, once the price will pull back to the structure, we should draw a trend line and enter the trade on the breakout of the given trend line. And at this point, our first target will be this daily level right here. However, if the price will proceed down without any pullbacks, our trade strategy will remain unchanged. So we need to wait for the breakout of the given level somewhere right here with the follow-up intentions to catch a pullback somewhere near the broken level area. So applying the same approach, we should drop a trend line by connecting the swings along the bottom and enter the trade on the correctional trend line breakout somewhere right here, placing our stop loss well above the daily level and targeting the round number level 1.29. So guys, here's our views on pound dollar, and with that being said, let's move on to the dollar CAD. So here's dollar CAD weekly time frame, and by the way, our bullish idea which we discussed last week played out perfectly, and the price did exactly what we discussed in our past video. So with that being said, looking at our weekly chart, we can see that the price showed us another long week rejection of the weekly level right here, with this insane wick which is sticking out along the top. So once again, price struggled to break right through that level and remained in the tight consolidation range, as you can see between this weekly level right here and daily effective support along the bottom right here. So because we have a significant support cluster along the bottom in face of the 50 EMA and daily effective level right here, we may expect for price to consolidate in the given tight range for some period of time before we finally get some kind of a breakout. However, at this point we establish an indecision bias on this pair on the weekly time frame, and with that being said, let's move on to the forward time frame to discuss our potential trade entries for next week. So here is dollar CAD forward time frame, and because we have a significant support cluster along the bottom, we should avoid short trades unless we see a beautiful weekly candle breaking out right through this daily level along with the 50 EMA on the weekly time frame. Also guys, as you can see, we have some kind of an head and shoulders pattern right here. However, at this point it doesn't make any sense for us, because as you can see, the neckline is too close to our significant support cluster, and even if we catch a breakout of it, if we have a very small potential, which is why we will look only for long trades within the next week. So first of all, let's draw the trend line somewhere right here, and as you can see, once again, we have some kind of a high confidence area right here, where the trend line, weekly resistance, and the 50 EMA all lining up in one place. So our trade entry long will be on the breakout of this high confidence area, and in this case, our take profit will equal to the previous swing high, as you can see right here. So guys, here's our views on dollar CAD, and with that being said, let's move on to the gold. So here is gold weekly time frame, and as you can see, the price showed us an initial reaction to its previous high, which was established in 2020 through this long wick candle with this massive wick which is sticking out along the top. However guys, you should take into account that this long wick candle only shows us an initial reaction to the level, and considering the strong momentum, the price may stall for some period of time right here and then drastically move up, for instance like it was in the recent past right here. So guys, with that being said, even though we have this long wick candle right here, we establish a bullish bias for gold on the given time frame. So with that being said, let's move on to the daily time frame to see a more detailed picture. So here is gold daily time frame, and as you can see, after the price showed us rejection of its previous high right here, it started to pull back and stalled right at this weekly level right here, and the price even showed us initial rejections of that level. So at this point, to confirm that this pullback is true, we should wait for an extra confirmation on the forward time frame. So with that being said, let's move right into it and discuss the exact trading plan for next week. So here is gold forward time frame, and as you can see, the price pulled back with the beautiful white swings, allowing us to draw this trend line. We also received a picture perfect rejection of our weekly effective support right here through this green to red setup. And as you can see, the price also rejected the 50 EMA on the given time frame as well. So next, we must draw this structure right here as well. And as you can see, this structure was respected multiple times in the recent past from both sides. So at this point, we received some kind of an area of high confluence, which consists of the trend line and the structure. So at this point, to confirm that this pullback is true, we should wait for the breakout of the given high confluence area to enter the trade long. At this point, we recommend you to initially target previous high right here, after which you may consider a different risk management techniques as well. However, guys, if this breakout failed to occur and the price dropped with heavy bearish momentum, breaking out right through this weekly level, in this case, short trades will make sense with a final target in face of this monthly level right here. So guys, here's our views on gold. Press the like button if you like the analysis, and with that being said, moving on to the US oil. So here is US oil weekly time frame, and as you can see, this week we received a long wick candle as well. However, like in the gold case, this long wick candle could only be an initial reaction, which is why we should be very careful and confirm our bias on the lower time frames. So at this point, the price in a heavy uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, which is why on the weekly time frame we establish a bullish bias on US oil. So with that being said, let's move on to the forward time frame to discuss our trade ideas for the coming week. So here is US oil forward time frame, and first of all, let's draw this trend line along the top by connecting the swings, so I've got it. And we may also draw this support structure right here as well. So guys, with that being said, if the price will show us a clear momentum breakout right through this trend line along with the 50 EMA, we should enter the trade long, targeting its previous swing high somewhere right here. However, as you can see, the price's short-term trend is a downtrend, and if this trend will continue and the price will break below the structure, it will mean for us a new low, which is why we should enter the trade short, targeting this weekly level right here. So guys, thanks for watching. Press the like button if you like the analysis, comment below what you think about this analysis, what pairs you track for the coming week. So again, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and see you the next week.